You thought I was weak, didn't you? You saw me stumbling, bruised and broken, on the ground, struggling to get up, with nothing but the weight of the world pressing down on me. And in that moment, you thought you had me. You thought I was done, finished, that I would just fade away into nothing like some forgotten dream, a story never worth telling. You saw my wounds and you thought they'd be my end. But here's the truth, the one you never saw coming. You were wrong. You thought my silence was weakness. You thought the tears I shed meant surrender. You thought that every fall, every hit, every time I picked myself up, I was done. But you didn't know who you were dealing with, undermining their expectations. You thought you could crush me, didn't you? I heard you talk, saw your smiles when I was on the ground. You saw my struggles and turned away, thinking I was a lost cause, someone who wouldn't rise again. You thought I would disappear into the dust, a mere shadow of what I once was, too broken to ever be a threat. But you were wrong, and you'll regret it. You built your walls, your fortress of arrogance, thinking I was nothing. But what you didn't realize was that every time you pushed me down, every time you whispered that I was weak, you were planting the seeds of my rise. You were feeding the fire that would burn everything you've built to the ground. You made me this. You created the storm that's coming for you. Betrayal as a catalyst. Every time you thought you broke me, you just gave me more reason to rise. You didn't see it then, did you? When you kicked me down, when you mocked my pain, you thought it was the end. You thought you had crushed me, that I was finished. But all you did was ignite something deep inside me. Each betrayal, each hit, each moment you tried to bury me only made me stronger. Every bruise you left on my skin became the foundation of the warrior I am today. You thought you were shattering me, but instead you were forging me into something far stronger than you could ever imagine. You don't realize it yet, but I was never truly broken. I was being rebuilt. And with every step you took to tear me down, I grew. I adapted. I learned. I became the thing you fear. Embrace of newfound strength. And now you will see. The pain you thought would defeat me, it's gone. The tears you saw me shed, they've dried, leaving behind only the fire that burns within me now. I've learned to embrace what you tried to destroy. I've learned that strength isn't about never falling. It's about how many times you get up. And now I stand, and I stand taller than ever before. You think I'm still that broken person, that helpless soul you saw begging for mercy? You're wrong. That person is gone. Now I am the nightmare you created. And I'm coming for everything you hold dear. You made me this way. You made me into someone you will never defeat. No longer weak. I am not who you thought I was. You saw me fall. You saw me hurt. You thought I was weak, that I was someone you could crush beneath your feet and forget. But you were wrong. So very wrong. The person you thought you had destroyed, she doesn't exist anymore. The person who cowered, the one who flinched at your every move, the one who begged for mercy, she's gone. I've shed my old skin like a snake sheds its skin, leaving behind the remnants of who I used to be. I'm not that person anymore. I'm something you won't recognize, something you can't defeat. You'll try to see me through the lens of the past, through the lens of your cruel assumptions. But you'll find only power, a force you created, a force you won't be able to control, the power within. And it's not just physical power, it's mental, it's emotional, it's everything you thought I lacked. You thought my heart was fragile, but you didn't know that every broken piece was made stronger by the weight of your hate. You thought my mind was weak, but what you didn't realize is that every time you tried to outsmart me, you were only sharpening my wits, honing my instincts. And now, here I stand, unstoppable. Not because of what I've gained, but because of everything I've lost. You made me this way, and now you will regret it. I will no longer let anyone tell me what I can and can't do. I will no longer let anyone underestimate me. You made the mistake of thinking I was weak, and now you'll see how wrong you were. You didn't break me. You just gave me the fuel to rise. Chasing the unstoppable force. You thought you could outrun me. You thought you could hide. You thought that somehow I would just vanish, another casualty of your cruelty. But now you're beginning to realize there is no escape. You can run. You can change your name, your city, your plans. But I will find you. In every shadow, I'll be there. In every whisper of wind, I'll be there. You'll hear my footsteps behind you. Feel my breath on your neck. The fear you tried to bury deep within you, I'm bringing it back to the surface. You built this monster, and now you'll feel its wrath. Every step you take, every breath you inhale, will be measured against the reckoning that's coming for you. You think you can hide behind your lies, behind your walls, behind the people you trust. I will tear it all down, piece by piece. Fear becomes your ally. You think fear makes you weak, don't you? You thought I feared it when in reality I've embraced it. Now you'll see what true fear looks like. The kind that makes your heart pound in your chest, that twists your insides with each second you know you're being hunted. The kind that keeps you awake at night wondering if today will be your last. Because when I come, it won't be a fight. It will be an obliteration. You thought I was broken, remember? You thought I was finished? Well, that was your mistake. I was never meant to be the one who falls. I am the one who makes others fall, and you're next. The price of underestimating me. Now, you'll regret everything. Every word you spoke about me. Every laugh you shared at my expense. Every time you believed I was beneath you. You thought your strength, your alliances, your power would protect you. But you didn't realize that no amount of protection could shield you from the storm I'm bringing. I'm not here for revenge anymore. You took that from me when you pushed me to the edge. No, I'm here to burn everything you've built to the ground, to leave nothing behind but the ashes of your arrogance. You wanted to play God with me, and now you'll pay the price. Because this time, you won't just lose, you'll be erased. The price of underestimating me is everything. You thought I was weak. Now you'll know what it feels like to be powerless. The final victory. No mercy for the weak. Now you can see the truth. There's no mercy for you, no chance for redemption. You had your chance when you first saw me down. You had your chance to leave me in peace, to show me that there's something worth fighting for in this world. But instead, you chose to crush me. You chose to make me a victim, And now, the only thing that awaits you is the wrath of someone who has nothing left to lose. You thought you could defeat me by pushing me to the edge, but I wasn't defeated, was I? You've created a storm, and now the storm is here. The winds you tried to control, the chaos you unleashed, it's all coming back for you. You will fall, no matter how hard you fight, no matter how many alliances you make. The very things you trusted to save you will be the chains that drag you down. I'm not here to play games anymore. I'm not here for petty revenge or small victories. No, this is bigger than that. This is about dominance. This is about total annihilation. And the last thing you'll see before your world crumbles is the face of the one you tried to destroy. I've waited long enough. Now it's time for you to see what happens when you make the wrong enemy. The price of arrogance. You thought you could hide behind your pride, behind your false confidence. You thought I was nothing, that I was weak. But now, you'll see how wrong you were. I didn't need your pity. I didn't need your validation. I didn't need anything from you except the fuel to make me unstoppable. Now you're the one begging for mercy, begging for a way out of the destruction you created. But I won't show you mercy, you don't deserve it. You created me, and now you'll suffer the consequences. You've underestimated me every step of the way, and now you'll see what it means to face someone who was born from the very hatred you put in their heart. Claiming what's mine. The world you built, it's mine now. Everything you took from me, every ounce of my strength, every piece of my soul that you tried to break, I'm reclaiming it all. And when I stand at the top, when I look down at the ruins of everything you thought was yours, you'll understand. I'm not here to ask for what's mine. I'm here to take it, every last bit of it. You thought you could control me. You thought you could break me. But what you created was a force that's coming for everything you hold dear. Your time is over. You're nothing now, and soon, no one will even remember your name. The final fall. You tried to bury me, but I was too strong. Now feel my fury. You built this monster, now pay the price. I survived. You'll regret ever thinking I was weak.